It's a small-ish, circular-ish room with stone. In the middle, there's like a floating orb.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um, it's a sphere, and it appears to be like lights shooting around the sphere.
Mm-hmm. What color are these lights?
White, really bright.
Mm-hmm. And in this room where you are with this orb, what do you look like? Look down at your feet.
I'm seeing hairy legs,
Mm-hmm.
big feet.
Yes. Tell me more.
I'm eating something.
Mm-hmm. Notice your hands. What do they look like as you're eating?
They almost look like a primate hand.
Yes. Mm-hmm. What does your face look like?
It looks like a monkey,
Mm-hmm. Yes. And this body that you have, is it male or female?
male,
Mm-hmm. Very good. And how old would you say you are? Are you young or old?
medium.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And in this place where you're eating, are you by yourself or are there others with you?
I'm aware of others.
Yes. So what is it that you're eating?
Soup
Mm-hmm. Yes.
with a spoon.
Yes. Smell it and tell me what it smells like.
Lentils
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and vegetable.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And as you're eating, look around you. What is this place?
Temple pops into my head.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's a it's it's a place for you to come to
Mm-hmm.
when you
Yes.
want to.
Yes. So tell me more about yourself and what it is that you're doing here.
I feel I feel the urge to come and I like to stare at the ball.
Mm-hmm. What happens when you stare at this ball?
It makes me feel calm.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me feel calm.
Yes.
I was taught to come here, so I come here regularly.
Yes. And what is it that has caused you not to be calm?
Fighting, there's at my home.
All right, let's find out about that. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and I want you to go to that point before you came to this temple to find out what all this fighting is about. Let's go to your home. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
In the forest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking up. There's lots of trees. There's dwellings in the forest,
Yes. What are these dwellings made of?
like natural materials, sticks and mud, maybe
Mm-hmm.
leaves, wood.
Yes. Tell me more. Where's your home?
It's up there with all them.
Mm-hmm.
I like it here.
Let's find out more. Get closer.
I'm proud of I'm proud of where I live.
Mm-hmm. Yes, continue. Tell me more about the place in which you live.
Okay, I'm climbing a rope. There's a rope like or a vine. There's something to climb up.
Yes. Continue.
Okay, so I'm in the dwelling and there appears to be beings there, but I don't think they're actually physically where I am. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What do these beings look like or feel like to you?
They feel like humans, like human or like human.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like in my space.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um
How is that making you feel?
invaded on.
Mm-hmm. What are they doing there?
There's lots of talking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really understand, but and I don't know why I'm aware of them
Yes.
because other people don't seem to. Other like me don't. My friends don't have that.
Mm-hmm. What do these beings look like to you?
People, they look like people.
Mm-hmm. How many
Men,
do you...
men,
Men? Yes. How many do you see?
many, many, many.
Yes. And what is it that they're doing there?
They're talking, maybe planning something.
Mm-hmm. And how is this making you feel?
Nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I I'm a bit annoyed that I'm aware of them in the first place.
Yes.
I don't really want to deal with it.
Mm-hmm. And where do you see these men? Are they in your dwelling or around?
They're in my dwelling, but I get the sense they're not physically with my body, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So what happens next?
There's a fire. There's a fire in my home area. All the trees are on fire. That was something that I knew was coming
Mm-hmm.
or had a sense of, and
Yes.
now I'm seeing it
Where did this fire begin?
in the distance,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and now it's here in our home.
How is this affecting you now?
I'm amazed at how it looks and scared. It's it's a lot. It's really bright.
Mm-hmm.
It's warm. Oh dear.
What's happening?
I need to leave.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what you do.
I'm running. I'm running away.
Continue. Where do you go?
I don't think I made it very far.
Mm-hmm. What happens to you?
It's like the fire is around me.
Yes.
It's around me. Um, that's it.
Tell me what happens to your body.
It has fire on it.
Yes, continue.
Smells gross.
Yes.
I'll go into the earth.
Tell me what part of you goes into the earth.
My back.
Yes, continue.
It's okay. That's just it.
Notice what has happened to your body.
Oh, it's it's lying on the ground.
And where's your soul?
It steps out.
Yes.
Oh, it's walking around.
Yes. And where does the soul go?
It's wandering around the forest still.
Yes. What does your soul see when it wanders around the forest?
Everything as usual. There's Oh, there was a fire, but everything looks as usual. I go to that stone place, the stone place
Yes.
with the ball. I can just hang out there.
So notice this part of you that's there in the stone place. Does it have a physical body? Or is it your soul?
I thought it was a physical body, but I don't think it is now.
Very good. So I want you to tell me something. Up until this moment, what's been the most traumatic part about this experience? The most difficult part?
I liked my home. I was proud of my home and being a part of that community. And oh, it feels like they're out there somewhere. I was aware of them. I'm aware of them, that I'm not connecting with them. I feel like nonchalant about it. I'm I'm trying to feel into the body. Well, my back does feel heavy, but
So notice how this is affecting the sensation of this heavy back. How is it affecting now the lifetime of Heather?
it's like there's a plate on the back, almost like an armor.
Yes.
There's an armor there, a plate. It's heavy. It doesn't belong in there.
So I want you to notice when it is that you place that heavy plate on. I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and let's go back to the moment in which you placed that heavy plate on there. 3, 2, and 1. Where are you? Are you indoors or outdoors?
Outdoors.
What's happening? Yes, continue.
There's shadows.
Yes. Identify those shadows.
There's a person type shadow over top of me.
Yes. Tell me more.
They're like putting their hands out kind of over top of me. It's like they're doing some sort of ritual or magic or something.
So I'd like for you to ask them who they are.
They're my shaman.
Yes. And what is this ritual that they're doing? What's it for?
Supposed to protect me.
Protect you against what?
White man.
So I'd like to know, have you given them consent to do this?
No.
Yes.
No. I think it's odd.
Yes. So I want you to see what this armor does to you.
It's too heavy. I like to be light and free. I feel like I'm allowing them to do it because I think I have to.
So I'd like for you to just advance a little bit more and see how it is that you wear this armor. Is it on your soul?
Yeah, part of it. It's it's part of what my community is doing to protect everyone, especially as teenagers.
Yes.
And I don't really believe in it. I think it's silly, but I feel kind of guilty for that, so I allow them to do it.
So at what age does this armor get put onto you?
I'm 14.
Yes.
They do it when you're 12 or 13, 14, 15.
And when you put this armor on, what does your body look like when they've done this to you?
I don't know if it's physically on. I'm not sure if it's physically on. It feels strong, but I think that they're just doing it energetically.
Okay. So I'd like for you now to just look at these shamans and look into their eyes. What color are their eyes?
Black?
When you see their black eyes, what does it make you feel?
Oh, well, I feel like I see an ET behind it's actually a person, but it's I can see that they're an ET. So they have like hoods and longer faces. It's almost like a holograph where I know that they're a person, but they are not.
Do you give consent to have this on you?
I am because I feel like I have to so that my community to be a part of my community.
All right, very good. So I want you to notice something. How is that armor affecting the lifetime now of Heather?
It's so heavy. It's a burden, such a burden.
Mm-hmm. Is this something that Heather should be carrying?
No.
No. So the only ones that could take that off are the ones who put it on.
Oh,
So I'd like for you to address them now and tell them what you need them to do. Tell them how you feel about this.
okay. I'm mad. Um, I'm
Tell them out loud. Remove this from me now.
remove this. Go ahead and remove this. It doesn't need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what happens.
Yeah, they're saying that I had free will to choose and that I allowed it to go in. Um, they have to take it out if they have to take it out if I say I no longer want it.
Very good. And I want you to notice it. When they take this off, have they taken any of your energy with it?
Like a heaviness is coming off.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
A fear is coming off.
Very good.
It's a created fear. It's a false fear.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Release that now. Release all of it. Doesn't belong to you.
Ah,
Tell me when it's done.
whoa.
Mm-hmm.
It was deep right in there.
Very good.
There's like a cord
Mm-hmm. Tell me what that cord is.
that cord like plugged in my
Mm-hmm.
middle back and it plugged in with the armor
Mm-hmm.
and it whoa. It
Identify what that cord is.
it plugs you into an illusion,
Mm-hmm.
a created whoa. Yeah, there's something strange going on there.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to just begin to yank on that cord. Just pull it. And now we need to replace all of that energy with something that you could fill yourself up with.
It's power.
Mm-hmm. I want you to choose a color that represents power.
It's actually pink.
Beautiful. So I'm going to strike a tuning fork. And I want you to bring in all of that power. Bring it in. Notice what's happening as you're filling yourself with that power.
I feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can't be harmed.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. And I want you to scan your body now. Just scan your body. Your body should be shining bright. Notice if there's anything there that doesn't seem to belong. Any shadows, any movement, any voices.
The heart feels heavy.
Yes.
There's something sitting on it.
So I want you to follow the feeling of that heavy heart. And if you could describe to me what this thing that's sitting on it would be, what does it remind you of?
A strange and tiny person.
Yes.
It's a chubby little person.
Okay. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and I want you to give this chubby little person your voice so I could speak with him. 1, 2, and 3. You there on the heart. Are you male or female?
Male.
Male. What is your name, please?
Uja.
Uja?
Juja.
Juja. Okay, Juja. How old are you? How old are you, Juja?
Many numbers are rolling.
Many numbers. They're very old, huh?
Yes.
Juja. How is it that you found this soul, Heather? How did you find her? Notice how old she was when you found her.
4.
4. What was happening at the time with Heather when she was 4 that made her so vulnerable that you could sit on her heart?
She's lonely.
Yes. Tell me more.
She's lonely. She feels alone.
So, Juja, tell me a little bit about you. Are you a lonely fellow too?
Yes.
Yes. What happened to you, Juja?
I was asked to leave my group.
What happened that you were asked to leave your group?
They don't like my personality.
What do you like, Juja?
I'm not as serious as I'm supposed to be.
So you're like a little jolly fellow?
I like to be silly.
Yes. So, Juja, this body that you have, when did it die?
1425.
How did it die, Juja?
Killed by the hand of man.
Yes. And what type of being are you?
Humanoid.
Yes.
Um, uh, Heather thinks it's a mystical realm.
Yes.
She can see the other beings, mystical beings that don't exist in her plane.
So, when you were killed by the hands of man, what happened to your soul?
It went dancing.
So, what is it that you do with Heather?
I keep her company.
Okay. Do you Keep her company in a good way?
Well, it's something.
It's something, but it doesn't mean it's a good way, is it? Did she ask you to keep her company?
Yes.
When she was 4?
Yes.
I see. And how is it that you have been affecting her whole life?
She asked me in a sleep state, and I joined her.
Yes.
I want her to stay with me, so I guard her from friends.
I see. So you keep her from being with other people, is that it?
Yes.
All right. Let me speak with Heather. Switch. Heather, do you realize that Zhuzha has been keeping you company and keeping you away from others?
I do now.
So what would you like to tell Zhuzha? Do you need his friendship anymore?
Not here, not in this plane. No.
All right, very good. Switch. Zhuzha, I know you want to dance and you want to keep being silly, but Heather is no longer a little girl and she needs to grow up and have her own friends. Are you willing, Zhuzha, to go into the light now?
I suppose I should.
Are you concerned about what's there in the light?
Now that you say it, yes.
All right, so let's do something, Zhuzha. I want you to first just know what's in the light. So I want you to follow that light that's within your own heart. I want you to find it now and tell me when you see that light.
I see it.
All right. So I want you to make that light very big so you could see through it. What's there? What's on the other side?
It's my friends.
What did they say to you?
You can dance here.
So you see, Zhuzha, you've been missing out on a lot of action, haven't you?
It's surprising.
Are you willing now to go with your friends?
Yes.
All right, very good. Let me speak with Heather now. Switch. Heather, are you willing to let him go now?
Yeah, have a good
All right.
time.
All right. So I want you to find all of his energy and how he is connected to your heart. Notice the energetic cords. Where are they?
Over the front of the heart, the upper heart.
Begin to pull those cords now. Pull them out. And let me address Zhuzha. Zhuzha, begin to pull your cords out as she pulls. And I want you to make your light brighter now. And release your energy. And Heather, I want you to ask Zhuzha to give you your energy back.
Give my energy back, please.
Give it to me now. Demand
Give
it.
it.
Zhuzha, give it back.
Give it back. Give it back, Zhuzha. Zhuzha. Give it back.
Take back your energy from Zhuzha. Take it back. And release him now. Zhuzha, tell me when you're in the light.
I'm there.
Very good. So I want you to go ahead and go with your friend Zhuzha. And may the light of the universe always accompany you. Go off dancing with your friends. And thank you very much. And now, Heather, I want you to close that portal down. Close it. And I want you now to focus on your heart. And what would you like to put in your heart now so that you can attract those friends? What color?
Golden.
Beautiful. So I'm going to strike the tuning fork. And I want you to envision that golden light filling your heart. Breathe it in. Expand it out. Make it brighter with every breath that you take. Set the intention to allow that heart to receive love and give love. Receive friendship and be a friend. To know that you are worthy of it. That you no longer are alone. Tell me how that feels.
It's comforting. It's also a bit scary.
Yes. I want you to follow that scary feeling. What happens when you feel that
I feel,
vulnerability?
yeah, I feel vulnerable.
All right, so follow that. Tell me where you feel that vulnerability.
I feel it. It's not safe to be that open.
All right, so I want you to say that again.
It's not safe to be that open.
Say it again.
It's not safe to be that open.
And when you say that, where are you? Yes. What does it remind you of, even if you think you're making it up? Where are you when you feel that you're not safe to be that open?
I see sun. I see sun.
Yes, continue.
I'm a traveler,
Male or female?
male.
Yes. Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, I've been here before.
Yes, tell me about this.
I was the beheader. I I chopped one head and I ran away.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, I've been here before, but I'm seeing it differently.
All right, tell me what's happening.
Okay, so I'm on the road. I'm on the path, like a dirt path, in some sort of vehicle, like it's a rickety, it's bouncy. It's got like the wheels might even be made of wood. It's very like it's pulled by, I want to say an ox or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, there's more of them. I'm with a group of people. Some of them are just like flat pieces of like wood and they're being pulled.
What
Some,
is what is the flat pieces of wood?
like the vehicle that we're traveling on.
Okay.
And some of them have covered vehicles that are a little nicer.
Very good. What year is this?
18 something.
All right. And how old are you?
29.
What do they call you there? Even if you think you're making it up.
Mark.
Mark, where are you? Where is this road?
It's a road that connects villages.
Yes.
So I've left my job at it's not like a palace, but something similar. It's like a headquarters or something like that. And I was ushered into a beheading position. I did not enjoy doing that, so I ran away.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have this group of friends that we're like outsiders, I guess. We kind of live by our own rules.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very good. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, I want you to be the next important moment in that lifetime mark. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
So we're sitting by a fire and I feel very guilty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating some meat.
Yes.
Um, it's good. Most people are laughing. I don't feel like I can join in on that, but I kind of fake it, I guess.
Yes.
I feel guilty because we were stealing,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to steal because we live outside of the rules. We don't want to be with the rules, so we have to do it differently.
Mm-hmm. Yes, continue. What happens next?
Um, the other boys are kind of rousing me, I guess, a little.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing major. They're just wondering why. They're kind of saying like, "What's wrong with you?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Notice how
So,
you're feeling there.
well, I feel kind of sick of it. I feel really stuck because I don't want to live in the rules and I don't quite like this group that I found myself in.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I feel stuck like there's no place for me.
Continue.
And
What happens
so
next?
I'm sick of I didn't think I'd ever say it to these people, but I'm like in a kind of a fit of anger, I guess, and I'm saying like don't you guys think of the people we took that stuff from?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And yeah, there some of them are like laughing, some of them are just kind of making excuses.
Yes. All right. So let's go to the next important event that that you feel is very significant. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. At 3, you'll be there. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
I'm sleeping outside. Well, it's I'm supposed to be sleeping, but I'm awake and I'm away from kind of the camp.
Yes.
I'm still with this group of people, but I kind of feel a bit like an outsider because I've made my position clear.
Yes.
But I'm still following along and they're allowing me to, but I don't really feel connected to them and I don't know if I can really stay with these guys anymore.
So what do you do?
Oh yeah, I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving. It's early, early in the morning. No one else is awake, and I'm just leaving them.
What happens?
So I actually I take a small horse. Like there's a few horses I can take, but I take the smallest, weakest one
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want them to be mad.
Mm-hmm. What happens?
So I'm wandering off. I'm just going through the forest and I have no idea where I'm going. And I'm thinking about going back.
What do you decide?
I keep going. I could always find them again. I think they'd accept me, but I'm feeling un a little unsafe
Yes.
without protection, I guess, from other people.
Yes.
But I just doesn't align with me. It doesn't fit with my heart.
Very good. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and let's go to the last day of your life in that lifetime to see how this all ends. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
I'm at the beheading station
Yes.
where I was supposed to be working.
Yes.
I find that a bit amusing, although despite what's happening.
Who's being beheaded?
Oh, me.
What's happened, Mark?
Well, I left a position and you can't just leave it. You can't just leave it. So when they found me, they took me back.
All right. So I'm going to have you experience this in a very slow way. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll be right before you are beheaded. 1, 2, and 3. I want you to feel what your body feels as you're there. Waiting.
Contraction.
Yes. Where do you feel these contractions?
My whole body tenses up.
Yes. Yes. What happens next? As your body is tensing up, notice what's happening to all of your muscles.
Yeah, they're very tight.
And notice now you're breathing.
I can't breathe.
And you can't breathe. Notice how your heart is feeling.
Very contracted, tight.
And when your heart is very tight, notice what's happening with the lungs.
They're squished. They're not taking air in.
Yes. What happens next?
Well, there's a blade.
Yes. Now I want you to feel that blade. Where does it strike?
It strikes low on the neck
Yes.
by the spine, the shoulders by the shoulders.
Yes. And what is the last thought that your brain thinks?
It's over now.
And where is your soul? Where is your soul?
It floats up.
Yes.
Ooh.
What happens?
Take a look. Take a look down.
Yes.
There's blood.
Yes.
I don't know why I keep looking at it.
What are the thoughts going on as you look at this?
It's unusual to be floating up so high and looking down on a scene.
So I want you to notice something. In which way are these scenes, these emotions, affecting now the lifetime of Heather?
She feels like an outsider a bit, like she doesn't have a place where she belongs. And that doing what feels right isn't safe.
And when Heather doesn't feel safe, what does that make her do?
Contract.
When she contracts, what does it keep her from doing in her life?
Well, it's hard to physically move and breathe sometimes, and then making decisions. She wants to trust her heart and her feelings, but it doesn't feel safe.
Very good. So we're going to do something now. I want you to go ahead and retrieve that head that has been cut off.
Okay.
And I want you to go ahead and put that head back on where it belongs.
Oh,
And now that your head is back on, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And I want you to tell all of those that you didn't trust exactly what you feel about them, about putting you in that position. You can even insult them if you wish. 1, 2, and 3.
all of you have it wrong. You all have it wrong. You don't live by values of the heart. You're looking at other things. You're not listening to yourself, and you all have it wrong.
And so now, I want you to demand that they give you back the energy that they took. Go ahead, tell them.
Give me back my energy.
Open your arms and receive that energy back. Take it back. Empower yourself. Notice where that energy is going.
It's going into the torso, the throat.
And I want you to mend that head, that throat. Use your energy now to mend it, to make it whole. And I want you to talk to that soul that's been trapped in that experience. That soul that's been so afraid of being out in the open, that's been feeling unsafe. Talk to that soul now. What do you need to tell him?
You did the right thing by listening. You did the right thing by listening to your body and your heart, and what was judged as harming others or not harming others.
Good. So we're going to take that soul out of that. I want you to take that soul and take it to the light now. Understanding that with the death of that body, that experience is over. That with the death, everything is finished. And nothing from that body from that lifetime is yours any longer. That everything from that life is now just a memory. And I want you to tell me when you've taken all that energy to the light, when it's there. Tell me when that light is surrounding you now.
See it.
Very good. So now I want you to select a color that represents healing for that soul. What color would you like to select?
It's green.
Beautiful. So I'm going to strike a tuning fork, and I want you to go ahead and just surround that soul with green light. Breathing in the light, filling every cell of your body with that light, wrapping yourself in green. Now knowing that that soul is safe, that you are safe to begin a different experience. No longer in fear of being beheaded or betrayed. No longer in fear of having to run away. That experience is over. You could live now in peace. Breathe in the green. Absorb the light. And now scan your body and notice how this body feels now.
Feels lighter.
Feels lighter. Very good. I want you to listen for any voices. Do you hear them now?
Not the discouraging one.
Mm-hmm.
There's
So, yes, what voice do you hear now?
I hear like encouraging.
Beautiful. So I'd like for you to go ahead and thank them for that.
Thank you.
And I want you to just tell me if there's anything else that you would like to work on today, or do you feel that we are complete?
Feels good for today.
Very good. Wow. You did great, my dear.
Yeah, it was good.
What are you feeling right now?
Um, a little lightheaded. Little lightheaded. That it was really good. It was really good. It made a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Did it make sense, all of this that you went through? I mean, we just went through a few of the things that you needed, but boy,
Yeah, the only one that I didn't quite get was the primate. I was the primate. I don't
that
know.
was the anxiety.
Oh, okay.
We started with that, remember?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was interesting.
That was, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
mean, you were invaded.
Yeah.
You were invaded, and your soul kind of went to that place to calm itself down.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's a place where your soul goes to when you feel that you are being attacked.
Yeah, because I was just sitting there eating and I was a monk like I looked like a monkey and I was eating with a spoon and a bowl and I was just hanging out and staring at this ball. It was
Yeah, but the ball was there to bring you back to calmness.
okay. Yeah.
And you had just experienced this horrific thing, this fire. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it was neat.
I mean, you have to decipher all of this,
Yeah.
and you know, a lot of this stuff could be metaphors. So
Yeah.
you have to, you know, figure out what it was. I mean, it could be just a metaphor, but it doesn't matter. It's your experience.
Yeah, I realized that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very odd with the ET. It was like it was actually like a person in my tribe or something, but I could see that they were something else.
Yeah. So how does your back feel?
Feels pretty good. I could feel the huge difference as it was coming out. Oh my goodness.
So do you want to share this?
Yeah, I'll share it.
Good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out some of the personal stuff from it
Sure.
because I don't think that's necessary for that to be out there. I always do that, but I think a lot of it was really good, right?
I liked it.
Yeah. Good. So tell everybody where you are physically. What part of the country are you in?
Canada,
Canada. Okay, good.
Cambridge, Ontario.
Yeah. So what do you recommend for people to do to prepare for a hypnosis session? I know you've been through quite a few sessions already. I'm getting this question asked a lot now. I don't think I could be hypnotized. What do you say to them?
I find meditating is really helpful when you can practice like journeying, I guess, on your own and see where you go. Just
Yeah.
using your imagination in
Yep.
your meditations. I did some stretching and like dancing before and just try to loosen up and don't have expectations. Don't have any
Good.
expectations. Just know that you're going to end up exactly where you need to be.
Good. And you also attended some of my workshops.
Yes.
Did that
So
help?
good.
Did that
So
help?
good. Yeah. Going through the workshops, you do some group regressions and it's definitely super helpful. And I was able to meet some friends.
Excellent. Excellent. So I want to thank you, Heather, for sharing this, and I want to thank all of you for watching. And if you want a session with me, just go to my website, albaweinman.com, sign up for the newsletter. It comes out about once a month. And if the session is for you, you will get it. So thanks again. Much love to you. Bye bye.